So, we have been going through this section, and we have probably seen three or four different rules, which basically signify when and when not to use subject pronouns. So, for instance, this is the first one, which says that you don't always need to use a subject pronoun because sometimes the verb itself gives you or indicates what action is being performed. So, for instance, hablo español. We know for a fact that hablo precedes, yo precedes hablo because the rule for yo is that we drop the ending and add an o irrespective of the form of the verb. So, um, and that's why, and that's the only reason why we can simply mention hablo español, and we know it means I speak Spanish. It means I, not he or she or we, right? And the same thing can be said about comemos, which would link to nosotros, and then we have tú, vives. So and then we saw that um, that there are times when it is used for emphasis. For instance, ella habla español y yo hablo inglés. And here we have highlighted ella and yo. So uh, even though we don't need hablo in this case because we know it's yo, but like they say, there's no ambiguity with respect to hablo. The subject pronoun is merely adding emphasis. So the third one that you saw is that it's possible to use two verbs in a row, and like the first verb is conjugated, while the second verb is in its infinitive form, a regular form that you've seen so far. So, for instance, we have necesito hablar con Alfredo, and here we see that necesito is conjugated uh, with an implicit yo. I mean, we're not exactly specifying yo, but you know it is yo, right? So, necesito hablar, we're keeping it as it is. So, and which remains in its infinitive form. So, it says that I need to speak with Alfredo. Um, and yeah, we have seen this example yesterday too. So that's what we've done so far. Uh, okay, and they talk about flashcards. So I think it's just uh, it's it's basically listing what you have learned so far. We can put in like different cards. So it means there are, present, uh, indicative, I speak, I do speak, I am speaking, hablar, yeah, different forms. I mean, different conjugated forms like hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, um, habláis, and hablan. Um, okay, and EOS. So hablan, I think it was for just trying to recall. I think it was for EOS and AS because which would be they masculine and they feminine. And the way to remember that would be because AOS contains an O and N precedes so in the alphabet list, right? So that's how we can probably remember that. Um, and so far we have the different conjugated forms of comer and vivir, which are er and ir verbs. Okay, and now they're listing common er verbs. So we already know that we have hablar, and just recently we also looked at necesitar, right? Which was conjugated, and it was transformed to necesito. Um, necesito hablar. Okay, so let's look at some of the forms. It's a long list, but let's try to pick a few. Um, all right. So, like we said earlier, necesitar, um, and andar, to walk. It's interesting. Ayuda, to help, esperar, to hope or to wait, estudiar, to study, uh, ganar, to win or earn, habla, we know, to speak, right? Tomar, to take, to drink, um, and mandar, to question, to order, um, enseñar, to teach, mira, to watch, to look at. And then we have ER verbs, creer, to believe, beber, to drink. We've seen it a few times in the mini test and the quiz, basic quiz, right? Comer, seen a lot. Comer, to eat, leer, to read, correr, to run. Then you have IR verbs. Abrir means to open. Um, Subir means to climb. Escribir means to write. Vivir, we know, is to live. Alright, so it looks like we have completed this section. In the next video, we might just do a recap of the rules, and then we would go on and take the basic quiz. So until then, see you next time.